Navigate Japan with this ultimate guide. From Tokyo, Osaka, Mount Fuji, and the serene countryside, we are diving deep into the authentic homestays, savvy budget hacks, and the absolute best of Japanese food.
We explore the land of the rising sun. Did you know the name Japan actually comes from a Chinese perspective? Because Japan sits to the east of China, and the sun appears to rise from there. It's a logical name for a land of incredible beginnings. Before you arrive, you need to know one thing. Japan is so far in the east, unless you have a massive budget for direct flights, you will likely have a layover, often in China for a night or two. Great resolve comes only from great effort. And now, the time for adventure has come. My first piece of advice: 2 days before you fly, start flipping your sleep schedule so the impact of jet lag is reduced. When you arrive to Japan, you will see many weird and strange things. Things you normally don't see it in other countries. That's why Japan has its own nostalgia. Only in Japan, the first time you go down, you will find a vending machine everywhere, for anything you can imagine. Based on recent 2024 and 2025 statistics, there is roughly one vending machine for every 23 to 30 people in Japan. Look, guys, this represents a significant milestone for Japan. For decades, the total lack of public bins meant people had to carry their trash all the way home. So it was not a rumor, as for years they were removed after a chemical attack in Tokyo.
A frightening development this morning. A chemical weapon, nerve gas, was released inside a crowded subway system.
Japan is now ranked #1 globally for safety from violent crime and transportation. However, you still won't find garbage bins easily once you step out onto the streets. First question: how to move around in Japan after arrival. Install eSIM before arrival to your phone and avoid taxis. They're famously expensive in Japan, and honestly, the public transportation here is more than enough. You can get an IC card for local travel and even load it straight onto your iPhone. But the real superstar? The Shinkansen, Japan's bullet train, with a nose shaped like a bird's beak. Very amazing. I swear by Allah, just an incredible velocity for humans. You will feel extraordinary luxury. You can sneak into first class. Just sit there until the ticket inspector shows up. When he arrives, look at him and ask with total innocence, "Do I really have to go to second class?" Don't worry, he won't scold you too harshly. "I think you won't hold it against me." Don't do that, I was kidding. The velocity is 250 kilometers. I paid by mistake for the first class. I was in a hurry. The price is so much painful. For 30 minutes in that train without the Japan Pass, it's around 50 British pounds, but it worth it. The important thing is when you go there, you must buy the Japan Pass discount card before arrival because it will save you time and you will not stand in queues. This means you can travel to most Japanese cities either for free or at a hefty discount. I've heard rumors that Japan might cancel it this year, but who really knows? So again, IC card installed on your iPhone for local trains, which you can use it as pay as you go locally in Osaka and Tokyo. And sometimes you can use Japan Pass as well, but Japan Pass is mainly for intercities train transportations, and it can cost, for 7-day about 330 USD, and for 14-day 530 USD. Our first stop is Dotonbori Street in Osaka, the king of street food. And the entire area is famous for its massive 3D mechanical signs. You'll see a giant moving crab. You have to try the grilled octopus. You'll see the chefs grilling them by hand. Trust me, say Bismillah and dive in. You cannot miss this taste. Bright red and incredible flavor. It has one central brain, but the amazing thing is that there is a small brain in each of its 8 arms. But it's tasty, so I forget this when I eat it. For me, it's weird as I don't find it easily. After that, you can have the second dish, where you can find the stunning electric fish, the eel. And then you will meet a new layer in this sandwich, the eel. I mean, you just imagine if it would be electrified, but it is halal too. It's so delicious as well. After these 2 meals, walk in the street. There is also a portrait so famous. I think he is athlete and might won a championship. I don't know why he's there from decades. You will see him on the river bridge there. Afterwards, it's time for the most famous landmark in Osaka. A site with a profound connection to Japan's past. Very beautiful and unique to see the most stunning Japanese architecture. It's called Osaka Castle. I'll be sharing its full history in the vlog, so stay tuned. If you want adrenaline, head to Universal Studios Japan. One of the biggest amusements in Japan. What is special in it? A lot of things. I will tell you a tip from me. Get there early. I arrived at 7 a.m. and the queues were already massive. Don't forget to buy the tickets online, otherwise the waiting time will be the double. 99% of them are Japanese. I've taken the night bus from Tokyo to come here the first one, but I was surprised. You'll meet different cartonic figures like the woodpecker, so the kids will be really happy. Or Detective Conan, as they have Conan Theater there. I experienced more joy than I did in my childhood. Afterwards, you can walk a bit to reach the Jurassic Park. This is an amazing thing to see with your kids. You feel as if you returned back millions of years back. And you will find all known types of them. You'll see plenty of plant-eating dinosaurs around. But make sure to keep a close eye on the T-Rex. But the crown jewel is Super Nintendo World. It felt as if you were literally living inside a Super Mario game. If you're brave enough, ride the Flying Dinosaur roller coaster. It is one of the most intense in the world. If you ride it, please don't pray against me. For the recommendation, I'm just here to suggest nice places to visit, so don't hate me. Then head to Nara Park. Approximately 45 minutes from Osaka. Admission is free and you can see the famous deer roaming freely, but don't let them headbutt you.
He just kicked me with his head.
If you think Osaka is crazy, Tokyo will blow your mind. It's like a city made of cities all jammed together. It is massive, and finding a place to stay can be a challenge.
We are in Tokyo, Japan. We are in the biggest city in the world. A lot of people coming from everywhere. Look around me, guys. Even Tokyo government offered a lot of money to invite families to go outside to the countryside.
I was hesitant to go to the dinosaur hotel. They gave me the creeps. In the end, I decided against it. I didn't want to arrive late and be stared at by two weird T-Rex eyes. So I decided to try a capsule hotel for the experience. For about $30 a night, you get a pod in a room with 80 other people. Between the snoring and the lights, it's like a symphony of strangers. It's an unforgettable experience. You might wonder why Japan even has these tiny rooms. They were originally invented in Osaka in the late 1970s for a very specific reason: efficiency and the salaryman culture. Japan's work culture is intense, and many employees would work so late that they missed the last train home. Instead of paying for an expensive taxi or a full-sized hotel room just for a few hours of sleep, these pods were created as a cheap, safe, and functional crash pad. But if you want real comfort, look for hotels in the smaller cities just outside Tokyo. I highly recommend the city of Shin-Yokohama and the Prince Hotel located there, which offers views of Mount Fuji. The hotel is especially convenient, with a 7-Eleven located right downstairs. In the early morning, if you miss the famous expensive tuna auctions, go to see the awesome tuna princess butchering the fish, which is still free of charge. She is located close by Toyosu Market. At 25, she made a bold decision, leaving her old career behind and moving to Tokyo to pursue a new dream. In a job dominated by men, but she mastered it.
Where are you from?
Egypt.
Egypt?
Yeah.
Wow. Camel.
You wanna cut the camel? That's very big.
Shibuya Street is always alive, with massive digital billboards, vibrant fashion, and an endless mix of music, food, and culture. Every corner offers something new to discover. You haven't seen Tokyo until you've seen Shibuya Crossing. Over 2.5 million people cross here daily. I even tried to fly my drone to get that perfect shot. If you're a cameraman, it feels like everyone is there just for the photo dump. If you prefer a panoramic view, you can easily get incredible shots from cafes and the surrounding buildings, or even straight from the train station. For the ultimate perspective, Shibuya Sky delivers a breathtaking aerial view of the crossing. Tickets cost around $15, and the view is absolutely worth it. One of the most crazy things you can do in Tokyo is to rent go-karts for around $120, close to Shibuya. Being crazy because it turns Tokyo to amusement park, which locals don't like. Then I tried one of the most dangerous meals in the world, Fugu, the infamous pufferfish. Its poison is said to be up to 1/200 times more lethal than cyanide, which makes every bite feel like a calculated risk. The sashimi itself is an unforgettable experience, with an extremely delicate and subtle flavor. Literally, one mistake can kill you, so chefs must undergo years of rigorous training and earn a special license, often passed down through generations. It's less about the taste and more about the story, the tradition, and the surge of adrenaline that comes with every small portion. For my friends who want to experience the most expensive and finest halal Wagyu meat, head up to Tomoji. It's around $70, but the flavor is on another level. But what about a cheaper alternative for food in Japan? You'll definitely get hungry while traveling. For me, it was the Italian restaurant Caesarea, where I could find vegetarian food without alcohol, something that gave me the energy I needed throughout the day. It is located in many zones, and for around $10 you will be more than full. Afterwards, head to Mount Fuji.
This content mixes Japan's famous spots with hidden gems. So wait until you see the rest of the locations to join the next group of Muslim brothers and sisters on an unforgettable trip to Japan. And this is Fuji Mountain. Let's go!
To avoid getting lost with multiple transportation options, the best way to take the Fujiko bus from Shibuya Mark City. It takes about 2 hours and costs around $15. Then head walking to the 5 Lakes zone of Fuji. Yes, Fuji, the biggest volcano of Japan. Don't worry, I'm not sending you to watch it erupt and run for your life. Allah forgive me. I meant that you go to see it from far, not to do hiking. Because let's be honest, at over 3,000 meters, trying to hike it would probably kill me, and you too. Hiking it, that's your own wild gamble. For my Muslim brothers and sisters, visit the Tokyo Mosque. It features beautiful Turkish architecture. Just listen to the azan in Japan.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
It is a big trend in Japan, a place where many Japanese come to learn about the beauty of Islam. And also Japanese who are interested in connecting with others at the cultural center, so you can make good friends with them. Now it's time to talk about Sakura and blossom season. Timing is everything in Japan. In the 3rd month, the Sakura, cherry blossoms, means that the streets and gardens will be turned into a heaven on earth, with delicate white and pink petals everywhere. One beautiful example is Sakura Dori Street. It's absolutely stunning, even in the rain. By the 11th month, leaves transform into vibrant shades of orange, yellow, and red. It's a display of Allah's grace that fills the heart with pure joy. In Tokyo, you can visit Rikugian Garden. Words can hardly capture its beauty. I truly love this kind of seasonal variety throughout the year. And if you like gaming, Akihabara is worth a visit. Because there is a high level of game addiction, even employees who finish their shifts continue playing until very late hours. Just don't overdo it, it is a risk. I just tell you about the most interesting places. Also, there are many weird cafes in Japan, like the Cat's Cafe. And I don't want to tell you what else exists. Ask me in the comments and I will reveal more. But the Robots Cafe are the ones I visited. It's really weird. You'll see machines that look like alien creatures serving you coffee. Dawn Cafe, located near Akihabara, the gaming district, glows with soft lights. In it, you will find an otherworldly atmosphere that makes every visit feel like stepping onto another planet. If you are looking for a seaside escape, there is a hidden coastal town south of Tokyo. It is a cheaper alternative to Okinawa and is unknown to international travelers, and where you'll find some of the finest artisanal ice cream in all of Japan. This quiet paradise is a small town called Zushi, and now it is the time to head to the teamLab. Literally, you will tell yourself, am I dreaming, or I'm living in my dream. It's a massive, mind-blowing digital wonderland, where glowing forests and crystal rains respond to your every touch. That costs around $23 USD.
This is so beautiful. Oh my God.
Nearby, don't miss Tokyo Tower, which was built in 1958 to broadcast the city's TV and radio signals. You can grab a ticket to the main deck for about $10, then head to Tokyo Skytree, the 3rd tallest structure in the world, which was built in 2012 to take over broadcasting for around $14. Stick around. I highly recommend the Tokyo Disaster Prevention Center, where you can step into simulators to experience the power of earthquakes and floods. It's a powerful way to connect with the resilience of the Japanese people. And if you want to also delve into the modern Japanese history more, don't forget to visit Hiroshima by the Oversleeper train, where you will find the most nice people in Japan, and to see how they have recovered. Now it's time to experience the Japanese countryside and stay in a traditional Ryokan. The experience there is stunning. By wearing the kimono, you feel that you in amazing comfort, especially if you find onsen. Similar to the swimming pool in the Moroccan Riyadh, the temperature is 42. You feel that your muscles are getting rid of the stress. So hot. This is unique to Japanese culture, which I absolutely love. You feel relaxed and want to sleep. And I have a long day, but despite that, I will experience it, because I want to enjoy it before the checkout. And you feel that your muscles are enjoying a massage, the Japanese culture and good relaxing phase in your trip. I just want to go back again. This is because the country is already based on volcanoes, so your body absorbs a lot of minerals, so it's by Allah's grace healthy. So having a hot spring or onsen in a traditional Japanese house is a must. But watch out, don't just immerse yourself in any onsen. In Japan, The most stunning, vibrant colors are often the most toxic. Now it's time to delve into the heart of the Japanese countryside. I won't hide the best locations. For example, you have two areas. I nominate them for you, so stunning and beautiful, like Izu Peninsula, where you can find many waterfalls where you can swim. You don't have to come only to Tokyo and Osaka. You must come here for the nature that our Lord Almighty created here. And after swimming in cold water, warm yourself in the onsen. This is in south of Tokyo. But in the middle of Japan, their other stunning place, Nagano. Precisely in Yamanashi, the monkeys escape the chill of the highest mountains to warm themselves in these hot springs, an exceptional scene in nature. And also famous of Kamikochi, where you can find mountains, rivers, and dazzling greens for sight. But the stunning part of rural Japan is renting a decent Japanese family. This story will be fully revealed in the upcoming vlogs.
Salam.
Ute, papa, ute. Ute, papa, ute, 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 papa, ute.